It was nice to finally kick off the fall season with the appropriate temperatures back on Wednesday. And yeah, we tried it a bit warmer for today, but you can't deny the time lapse from Indigo Sky outside of Seneca, Missouri might have actually shown a little bit of fog to start the morning out, but we kept skies as quiet as can be. Maybe a little high cloud cover at times outside of Seneca, Missouri, but pretty indicative of how everybody fared throughout the course of the day. And at this point, it's hard to believe we're almost at the end of the month of September, and certainly the first, let's say, 2/3 of the month have been running a bit above normal with plenty of days in the 80s and 90s. It wasn't until we got close to the fall season, the start of it at least, that we had temperatures of 74 on Tuesday, 73 on the official first day of fall. Then we gravitated back near 80 for the past few days, and that certainly applied to yesterday and today. After we started out in the upper 50s yesterday, we were topping out right around 80 yesterday, but chillier than I expected, to be quite frank. We dropped back into the lower 50s this morning before we went right back into the upper 70s. Still not a bad day, and we certainly saw quite a warm up like that because of dry air at the surface, and not to mention pretty much mostly clear skies throughout the course of the day, not just in our area, but all across the entire four-state region. Two good reasons for that. One, behind the cold front that worked on through yesterday, we have high pressure sitting right on top of the region, if not shifting a little bit into south central parts of Missouri. That alone kept us certainly quiet and certainly fall-like throughout the course of the day, but we don't have any active upper level systems to impede on this fine day. We are starting, however, to see the jet stream creep back in our direction. Not only that, I am keeping an eye on this upper low just on the northern sides of the Baja Peninsula. That, I think, will definitely come into play once we hit the middle part of the coming week. But how are you going to wrap up the final weekend, or first weekend of the fall season, I should say? Well, Future Track's doing a good job keeping us quiet throughout the evening so far, and it'll do the same as we go into our Sunday morning. This time around, though, as high pressure scoots off toward the east, that south wind is going to mean not so much of a chilly start, but I would still plan on lows starting around 59 degrees as we get waking up. First thing on your Sunday morning, but that south breeze to start the day at 5 to 10 miles per hour cranks into gear at 10 to 20 with occasionally a gust near 25. That alone will send us to 83 by noon with dry air still in place and highs near 89 in downtown Joplin. Outside of the city, most of us are fair game to go back into the upper 80s, and even some spots west of Joplin and Pittsburgh have to head back near 90. We're not quite done with the late summer heat just yet. I don't think it'll be around for much of the week, though. And this is why, even though we'll have to stay near 90 for Monday and Tuesday while we keep an eye on this upper level wave, we'll keep things dry to start the new work week and school week out. It's not until Wednesday that we'll see our next best shot for any rain or storms coming in. And not to mention that, with a stationary front parked out west by the end of next week, I think it has a good shot of keeping some rain chances around as we go into next week. And if that can hold steady, Mike, we could see temperatures drop back into the 80s. So we'll certainly keep an eye on that. But in the short term, we're dry for the next few days, but 89 tomorrow, 91 on Monday, maybe a random storm on Tuesday with highs near 90, but again, I think the better shots for any rain, our next best shot, comes on Wednesday.
All right. Thank you, Nick. Sounds like